Cheers.
Thanks, Joe. Who would like to kick us off? Yeah, Anton.
Hi, Sarina.
Hi.
That's the international break done. You said you wanted to experiment, see some things. You happy with what you've seen tonight and over the last couple of games?
Yeah, well, I'm happy with the information we got. I think what you saw today is 7 different players in the starting lineup from Friday. And also we swapped with some moments where we put players in other positions, which we wanted to see. So that was good, but this is the moment to do that. And also, with some things I was really happy, and some moments how we played, and other moments, of course, we can improve.
Do you feel you have answered some of the questions you had, or do you feel you have more questions about your team?
Yeah, I think we have still more questions. But that's what we said to each other before we started this camp. We have 2 camps now with 4 games where we play friendlies, and we don't need to have, like, it would be lovely to have all the answers already, but we don't need to have that now. We have 2 more games, and we're just trying to grab as much information as possible. And of course, also players, to see more players are knocking on the door, and some have to be a little more patient than others. But yeah, we're moving forward, and we need these games and to try out these things to be in a better place later on.
It was Leah's 50th appearance for England, and she scored, and we saw the reaction after she scored. How happy are you for her to see her back on the pitch and scoring and winning? And also it kind of feels like it's been a difficult time for us. How happy are you for her this?
Yeah, very happy. It's her 50th. So that's nice. Very nice and good. And when you then score a goal, that gives memories for her too. Her 50 cap had her also nice that she really trained extra on this goal, on this corner. We always train on corners, but she did some extras on it. So that was just really nice. And it showed, it shows her ambition, the way she responded, that she was really happy with that too.
Thanks, Anton. Luke?
You're looking presumably for players to put their hand up in terms of establishing themselves in the team today. One of those players who really shone, certainly from where we were, was Grace Clinton. What did you make of her?
I think she had a good performance. I think you're going a little bit too fast. She's competing. This is a different game than we played Friday. What we wanted from her, what we expected, she showed. And she needs to keep doing that and stay consistent and learn more about the game and how we want to play and the bigger picture than herself only. So those are things we're talking about. But it was nice to see her performance today.
And did you think, was it just good to give those young players a bit of exposure so they get a bit more experience, a little bit of know-how at this level?
Yeah, that's the idea. Yes, of course you hope everyone competes with each other. But things need time, and players are really on their way, and so is Grace, so are some other players too. And you just see the talent, but the game understanding, the bigger picture, sometimes, what you need to do in possession, out of possession, that needs some time. And I think this game was a really good one. To give her that experience, so she can move forward and learn, but also competing for a position.
Thank you.
Thanks, Luke. Emma?
Yeah, hi, I didn't know if there was a mic there. Hi, Sarina. When you're talking about things that you want to learn, obviously there was a bit of criticism around the defensive display on Friday. It felt like a game of 2 halves a little bit tonight. First half looked pretty solid, then the second half just looked like there was a bit of anxiety that crept in. Do you think that's fair to say?
Yeah, I think we were, at some moments we were sloppy, and that moment was not nice, of course. So we were sloppy, and they played the 2-2-1. We also sucked a lot also then put players in different positions. So that's not easy to adapt then again, to get the right connections. So Maya went from the right side to the left side. Ella Toon also came in, and she comes in another position where she has played before. So that needs some connection. That needs some time too. So yes, then I saw some struggle moments, but we have to get through that too, and trying to take the sloppiness out and keep playing forward. And also getting connected with players in different positions. So I ask a lot from them then.
And I suppose just on that kind of theme, would you say that's one of the priorities kind of between now and I suppose February is just getting those connections, particularly off the ball? It seems going forward you may be a step ahead in terms of your preparations. Is that kind of the key thing, is getting that structure and getting those connections off the ball more of a priority for you?
What do you mean with connections off the ball?
Like defensively, when you're out of possession, is that?
Yeah, well, that's what you saw today. We tweaked a little bit, because, Friday we want to have high press, but we went full pressing at moments, but we didn't always get those moments right. And especially in the beginning, of course. And also then we were so expensive. So we went back to, okay, let's first get compact. First get the organization right, and then we have the trigger moments to get from high press to full press again. And I think that went better today, but it was also a totally different opponent. So you have to look through that a little bit too.
Thanks. We've got a lot of hands, so we'll just keep it to one question each. Okay.
Okay. Hi, Sarina. Can I just go back to Leah? Because I think you've rightly talked about the positive parts of her performance, but it was her pass that also led to South Africa's goal. How concerned are you by kind of errors like that, or is it just kind of a momentary lapse?
Yeah, I think we had more moments this game, and of course, we all know, the players know, you don't want to make those mistakes. So I'm trying to figure out, okay, why do I make the mistake? Is it a lack of concentration, or is it disconnection where you need to get better connected to get the ball out? And we had some moments of that, and at that moment they punished us. And yes, of course, we want to take those moments out. And if we want to be at our best, we have to take it out. And football is a game of mistakes. You just want to get as less mistakes as possible. And it's better to have mistakes further away from the goal, because then they can't harm you straight away. That's when a goalkeeper makes a mistake, it's harder when a defender than someone up front makes a mistake.
Thanks, Kit. Catherine?
Hi, Sarina. You mentioned the changes to the team, and you said some players need to be a bit more patient. Obviously, had with Steve Jones on either of the two games. Was there a particular reason why maybe tonight wasn't the chance to? Yeah,
of course she has been with us a couple of times now. She's doing well, getting these experience so far more in training sessions. Of course, during how the game continues, we figure out, okay, who we're going to sub and what we want to see. And at the end, we only had 2 subs left, and I chose to bring in Lauren Hemp, because I thought we need a little more experience moving forward in this game.
Thanks, Catherine. Sophie?
Hey, Sarina. I was going to ask about the kind of choices of oppositions these 4 friendlies, because it feels really important that you're playing maybe opponents out of Europe, where you haven't experienced maybe with South Africa and the US. It's kind of different styles at times. And how important is that for the development of the team, that you don't have doubt?
Yeah, as I said, the game develops very quick. So you want to have much opponents in front of you that give you different things and different challenges, because these challenges give us the experiences and we can learn from that. So that's the reason why we are very happy with these high level games and from different continents too.
Thanks, Sophie. Tom?
Hi, Sarina. BBC Bronze has been in the mix and said that England are trying to tactically evolve for the Euros. And I wondered if you could maybe help us understand what sort of things about maybe the World Cup run or the Euros win are you maybe trying to tweak so that it's not the same. What sort of things are you trying to say?
Yeah, what we basically try to, what you see in the games, that during games and even in moments, you see there are shape changes. And so that means that we have to adapt too. You can say, okay, we play 4-4-2, and they play 4-3-3, but they can go to 3-4-3 or 3-5-2, and we have to adapt in defense then. But we also want to be unpredictable. So in our game, we want to change in these things. We want to be unpredictable. We want to get the dynamic things. So we challenge them in their decision making against us all the time too. So that's basically what we are figuring out, where we can tweak. We're not going to throw everything overboard, but I think that's where the game goes, and that's like getting a better game understanding and being able to adapt to other pictures or create another picture yourself. Does that make sense? You're looking at me like okay.
Thanks, we'll take 2 more questions. We'll go to this gentleman here at the front.
Hi, Coach. Zain Nabi, Trinity Media. I'm going to ask you a question from a South African perspective, if that's okay.
You don't speak Dutch? African? Okay. Yeah. Okay, sounds good.
Tembi Katlana is obviously a talisman for Banyana.
Yeah.
She scored the goal. You know, the team lost 5-0 against Denmark. Her and 3 other players were back that were based in Mexico and North America. Can you just give us your perspective on Tembi and, you know, how hard she is and what a threat she is to team fields?
Yeah, of course, Banyana, they're a lot better with those players in the team. That's what we were expecting that too. But she's an absolute threat. She's so fast, and her technical abilities are good to the goal. How she scored, it was really good. And also her runs are smart. And yeah, she's so fast, so it's an absolute threat. But the timing of her runs and the direction of her runs were just really good, I thought.
Thank you. We'll take a final question at the front.
Clive Egan from BBC Coventry. It's your second visit to Coventry. What did you make of the support you got?
Yeah, good. They were loud again. And, I think it's good so you can connect with the fans here too. So of course we love to play in Wembley, but it's also nice to go into the country and give other people closer to this area, the opportunity to come to the game. So of course we really appreciate the support. And we hope they had a nice evening. Yeah, so yeah, that's if you promise me that we can get all the wins here, we'll come back all the time.
Okay. Thanks ever so much, everyone.
Thank you.
We'll see you in a couple of weeks.
See you in November. Yeah.
Thanks, guys.
No, thank you for giving us a chance.
No worries.
Bye, thank you, Coach.
Ja, dankjewel. Goeie reis.
Goeienaand.
Safe journey home.
Thank you.